Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Center, one of the classic coins of mid-20th century America. This penny may seem common at first glance, but depending on its condition and unique variations, it can be worth far more than just 1 cent. Some examples in pristine condition or with mint errors have sold for thousands of dollars. Let's explore its history, design, minting details, and why collectors are so interested in this particular coin. The 1951 Lincoln Center was part of the long-running Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. By the time 1951 rolled around, the Lincoln cent had been in circulation for over 4 decades, continuing to serve as a staple of American currency. These coins were used for everyday purchases, from newspapers to candy bars, and played an essential role in the economy. On the obverse front of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The engraving of Lincoln, facing right, was the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regularly circulating U.S. coin. Above his head is the national motto "In God We Trust." To the left, the word Liberty is inscribed, while the date 1951 is placed on the right. If the penny was minted in Denver D or San Francisco S, a small mint mark appears below the date. If there's no mint mark, the coin was struck in Philadelphia. Flipping the coin over to the reverse back, we see the iconic wheat penny design. 2 curved stalks of wheat frame the words 1 cent and United States of America in the center. Above these words, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is inscribed, symbolizing the unity of the nation. This reverse design remained unchanged until 1959, when it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's get into the minting details. The 1951 Lincoln penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mints. Philadelphia no mint mark, 284,576,000 minted. Denver D mint mark, 625,355,000 minted. San Francisco S mint mark, 136,010,000 minted. In total, over 1 billion pennies were struck in 1951, making it a very common coin in circulation. However, not all 1951 pennies are created equal. Here are the basic coin specifications. Metal composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Edge, plain. Most 1951 Lincoln cents found in circulated condition, meaning they were used in everyday transactions, are worth only face value, but uncirculated coins and special varieties can be much more valuable. Value of the 1951 Lincoln Center. The value of a 1951 penny depends on its condition and whether it has any errors or rare variations. Below is a breakdown of typical values based on coin grading. Good G4 to fine F12, 3 to 10 cents. Very fine VF20 to extremely fine F40, 15 cents to 50 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, 1 to 5. Mint state MS64, MS66, 10 to 50. MS67 or higher, 500, 2,000 plus. The most valuable 1951 pennies are those that are in mint state red MS67 plus RD condition, meaning they have retained their original red copper luster. These coins can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. Rare and valuable errors on the 1951 penny. Some 1951 Lincoln cents are worth significantly more due to minting errors, including doubled die obverse DDO, If there is noticeable doubling on Lincoln's face, the word Liberty, or the date 1951, the coin can be worth 100, 5,000 depending on the severity. Repunched mint mark RPM, if the D or S mint mark appears to have been stamped twice, values can range from 50 to over 1,000. Off-center strikes, if the design is misaligned and part of the coin is blank, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s, depending on how off-center it is. Die cracks and cuds, if the coin shows raised lines or lumps due to a damaged die, collectors are willing to pay premium prices. Have any 1951 pennies sold for thousands or even millions? While number 1951 Lincoln cent has sold for millions, some have achieved impressive auction prices. A 1951 D penny graded MS67 plus RD by PCGS sold for over 5,000. A 1951 S penny in MS67 RD condition fetched over 3,500 at auction. Error pennies, such as a doubled die or off-center strike, have sold for 1,000, 10,000 plus. Interesting facts about 1951 and the Lincoln Penny series. In 1951, the US was in the midst of the Korean War, and the economy was booming post-World War II. The Lincoln cent was still being made with 95% copper, but rising metal costs in later decades led to the change to a zinc core penny in 1982. The wheat penny design, which had been in circulation since 1909, was just a few years away from being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. Pennies from the early 1950s are some of the last years that still retain their classic, pre-modern look before major changes in U.S. coinage. Should you check your 1951 pennies? Absolutely. If you come across a 1951 Lincoln Center, take a close look at its condition and check for any errors. A common circulated penny may only be worth a few cents, but a high-grade example or a rare error coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you love collecting and learning about rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into valuable US coins. Have you ever found a 1951 wheat penny in your collection? Happy collecting! We're exploring the 1951 D Lincoln wheat cent, a classic piece of American coinage that might be hiding in your collection. While this penny is quite common, certain rare conditions and error varieties can make it worth much more than its face value. Let's dive into the history, design, minting details, and potential value of the 1951 D penny to see why collectors still seek out this mid-century coin. The 1951 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the 3 U.S. mint facilities that produced pennies that year. The Denver Mint was known for high production numbers, and in 1951, it struck over 625 million pennies, making it the most common of the 3 mint varieties. Even though it was mass-produced, finding one in top-notch condition today is much harder than you might think. On the obverse front of the coin, we see the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design by Victor David Brenner that first appeared on the cent in 1909. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto "In God We Trust." To the left of Lincoln is the word Liberty, and the date 1951 is displayed to the right. Just below the date, a small D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. Flipping the coin over, the reverse back features the iconic wheat penny design, which had been used since 1909. 2 curved wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America in the center. Above them, the Latin phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed, meaning out of many, one, a symbol of American unity. The 1951 D Lincoln cent was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a composition that had been standard for the Lincoln cent for decades. However, Due to increasing metal costs, the U.S. Mint would later switch to a zinc core penny in 1982. This makes older wheat pennies, including the 1951 D, desirable for collectors. Here are the key minting details. Mint, Denver D Mint mark. Mintage, 625,355,000. Metal composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Edge, plain. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1951 D penny. The vast majority of these coins were circulated, meaning they show wear from everyday use. In circulated condition, a 1951 D penny is generally worth 3 to 10 cents. However, uncirculated coins, those that have never been used, can be worth several dollars to hundreds of dollars, depending on their grade. Here's a rough guide to values. Good G4 to very fine VF20, 3 to 10 cents. Extremely fine F40, F45, 25 to 50 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, 1 to 5. Higher mint state grades MS65, MS67 plus, 10 to 500 plus. The most valuable 1951 D pennies are those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. An MS67 RD Red 1951 D Lincoln cent has sold for over $5,000 at auction. Certain error coins can also be worth big money. Some of the most sought-after errors for the 1951 D penny include doubled die obverse DDO. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions, causing doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's features. Values can range from 100 to over 1,000, depending on the severity of the doubling. Repunched mint mark RPM. If the D mint mark was struck more than once, it may appear doubled or tripled. These coins can be worth $50 to several $100s. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned and part of the coin is blank, it can be worth 50 to 1,000 plus depending on the percentage of the off-center strike. Die cracks and cuds. Coins with raised lines or lumps due to a damaged die can also fetch premium prices. While no 1951 D pennies have sold for millions, some high-grade examples and rare errors have commanded thousands of dollars at auctions. Fun facts about 1951 and the Lincoln Center. In 1951, the U.S. was involved in the Korean War, and the economy was booming post-World War II. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series was in its later years. Just 8 years later, in 1959, the reverse design would be changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial instead of wheat stalks. Many 1951 D pennies have toning, meaning their copper color has changed over time due to exposure to air. Some coins turn a beautiful reddish-orange, while others develop a darker brown patina. Collectors prize coins with original red color. If you have a 1951 D penny, check its condition carefully and look for errors. Even if it's not worth much now, holding onto uncirculated examples could be a smart investment for the future. If you love collecting and learning about rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Have you ever found a 1951 D wheat penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.